believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch.
We're back on the Morning Brew with friends. This is Logan Mitchell. You're from here, but you're kind of a traveling actor.
I do.
I
am
love
a
this.
traveler.
So you were born here, you went to boarding school, fell into theater somehow. Did you just always want to be in theater?
Yeah. When I was in the 3rd grade, for career day, I dressed up as a Broadway star. So.
Oh, lovely. and ever since then, you wanted to be a Broadway star.
Yeah, you know, I did my very first musical when I was 6 years old, which, believe it or not, was directed by Rob Sisneros, who directed the show I'm doing now.
Oh,
and
that's
so
it's small world. Full circle.
We've made a full circle.
That's
yeah.
awesome. Well, this is the kind of thing I've always wondered this about, actors, especially people who sing and perform like this. Is this something that you're born with, or something you learn, or something you're taught, or something you're just inspired to do? Where does it come from?
I think the passion is something you have to be born with, because I know a lot of people throughout the years who have been really, really talented, but they haven't really had the drive, or they just didn't really want to struggle for it. And
then there's the people like me who wish they could do it, but have no singing talent at all.
Well, there's some natural talent for sure, but for me, like dancing, that's why I went to boarding school. Was mostly to study ballet, and I did some theater when I was there, and then I ended up leaving so I could do more theater. But that was the hardest thing, because you can't kick your face when you come out of the womb. You know, that's something that you
just have to learn.
That's there is so much to learn, but there is also so much to be born with, I guess.
Right. No doubt. So tell us about the new show, because it's spelled funny.
It is. It's called Buyer and Cellar. Cellar is spelled C-E-L-L-A-R. And it's about an actor who gets hired to work in Barbra Streisand's basement mall.
And you were telling me about this. And so Barbra Streisand, who everybody knows,
wrote this book.
And apparently, she's got like a shopping mall.
She does, yes.
In her basement, with
does.
all of her
collections.
memorabilia.
Right. So I brought the proof with me, because it's such an outrageous thing that people don't believe me.
I didn't believe this at all until I started seeing the photos.
Yeah, underground, a basement, no.
And it actually looks like in the book.
It's a mall. You see, she has her own doll shop because she collects antique dolls. She has an antique shop because she collects other antique things. She has her own frozen yogurt machine. Her favorite flavor is coffee, and she says there's usually coffee-flavored frozen yogurt in there.
So in her mall, is there like a Forever 21 and a Orange Julius or something?
Everything in the mall is stuff that she has collected over the years.
Okay, it's not actually a
costumes.
shopping mall.
It's not.
But it has the feel of a mall.
It does, which makes for a very fun play, because the play asks, what if someone worked in this mall? And so you have the one customer, the one employee, and everything in the mall is already hers.
Right.
So she's not actually buying anything, but yet she likes to. They're both actors, the character that I play. I play all the characters. I play Barbara, I play her husband, James Brolin.
So do you get to do those great singing scenes? Like, do you have to sing like Barbara?
There's a little singing. Not very much. It's definitely a play. Definitely. There's also a little dancing.
Is it a one-man show?
One-man show,
Okay.
just me, no one else. Me as Barbara and all the other things. But it is the funniest show that I think I've ever seen.
Well, it's kind of just an absurdist, idea, anyway.
What's funny is that, to me, the most ridiculous idea is the fact that Barbra Streisand has a mall in her basement.
Right.
And that's the part that's real. That's the fact.
Right.
You know, all of the scenes that happen, because I do a lot of scenes with myself between Barbara and her in the mall when she's looking for a doll that she wants to buy, or she was looking for a gift. She has a gift shop because all of the guests that come to her house, she likes to give them gifts. And
it must be great to this the whole idea of just Barbra Streisand having a mall and shopping for people that she knows in her own little mall.
Right, and it's all of her own stuff that she's already bought. And
I guess if you're Barbra Streisand, you probably couldn't go to a regular mall. Like, she's not just going to show up at Coronado Center. You know?
Right. And the best thing about Barbara is she's very particular. She has very particular taste, and you learn that in the book.
Did you have to memorize the book and figure all that out?
The book is not memorized.
Who wrote the play, by the way?
His name is Jonathan Tolins, and it was actually, he wrote it in 2013. This book was published in 2010, and so a few years afterwards, and it was done off Broadway for a while. And I read a little bit from the book. I read directly from when she describes it herself, but it's amazing to me how much of the play comes from the book. A lot of the ideas, a lot of the stories that she tells in the play are based in the reality of the book.
If you want to read a quick passage
Sure.
from it, if there's one that you have that just kind of encapsulates some of the play.
She said, so this is when she's talking about the actual mall. She says that I had another idea for this space. Why not do a street of shops like I'd seen at Winterthur? And Winterthur, if you don't know, because I didn't, is a decorative arts museum in Delaware.
Okay.
And we're supposed to know that.
Right.
In one section of the museum, they recreated all these little stores, a china shop, a country store, just the way they would have looked in the early 1800s. And then they used them to display various collections. Wouldn't it be fun to do something similar? And so she did that.
So she just
She built her own version of a decorative arts museum based off of a colonial mall.
But in the
her
basement of the barn.
Of her barn, because it's not just a house, she has a barn.
And she's Barbra Streisand,
She has
and
a
she
mill.
can do this.
She has lovely fish. All of her fish are black and white. She only will have koi fish that are tasteful black and white.
Wow.
She's very particular. She knows what she wants, and that is something that the character Alex learns from her. He also sees how.
Are those things that you like, or are those things that you don't like when somebody is that particular? Is that
Well, I think there are moments. A lot of people who are friends with Barbara herself hasn't given any sort of official statement about the play, but a lot of her friends who know her have said that it's a very accurate representation of who she is as a person, because all of her book is written in the first person, and a lot of the play comes from that. And so you see how human Barbara is, because even though she is particular, and even though she'll send it back if it's not right and things like that. To me, what I love about the play is that you see her as the icon that she is, but you also see her as the human being that she is. And you see that all of her traits and all of her quirks are just, they're just what make Barbara Barbara.
Right.
Yeah.
She wouldn't be her without them.
Yeah, and to me, you fall in love with them.
That's
yeah.
awesome. Well, when does the show start, and where does
So
it run?
it runs for two nights only, because it's actually a benefit. We're doing it as a benefit. And it opens on Saturday, so we do a show at Saturday at 8 and then Sunday at 4.
At the MTS Black Box.
It's at the MTS Black Box,
Which
yes.
is a great little theater.
It is. It's a great little theater. We're doing it in the round, so there's seating on all sides, which is really fun.
Great. Do you bring the doll collection and the yogurt machine?
No, that's all mimed.
Excellent. We'll be back in a couple of seconds on the Morning Brew with Friends.